Hello, everyone. It is Self-Care Sunday. I tell you. Self-Care edition. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Sunday night? I feel like I have a foggy camera tonight. I feel like I'm in a fog here. But we'll work with it. We'll work with it tonight. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Sunday night? Tell me about your day on this Sunday night. There we are. Oops, can I get the big screen up here? There we go. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Happy anniversary to you. I hope it was a fabulous weekend. For you. Hope those registers were ringing. I do. I hope all is well. And that everyone showed up to give you the love. This weekend. Oh, that makes me so happy, Michelle. That makes me so happy to hear. I love that. I love hearing that. Hey, Carrie, how are you tonight? It is great to have you here live. I am so happy, Michelle. That is wonderful. And I've been watching your lives, and I see that's going well with the loyal shops. Your customers are adapting to that, and I know that's helping you on the back end and making you and your team so much more efficient. We'll find things to do with their extra time, but I know that's making them more efficient. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. I'm broadcasting on. If you have any problems with Facebook, you can hop right on over to YouTube. I am over there. Same Neil. There we go. Same Neil, different screen or different camera or whatever, however that works. You know, I've got two cameras going here. They are. That's because they love you. They love your team. They love how you and your team treat them. They love how you all take care of them. You do an amazing job. You're really, really very good to them. So, and when you're good to them, they bring the good back to you. That is how this works. It is give to get. When you are giving, when you are a giving person, a giving store, the gifts come back to you. They do. It's not always instantaneous. It's not you do this and then my register rings or instantaneous. But life is about giving. And if you give and you give and you give, eventually you shall receive. I am positive of that. I've seen it time and time again. And it's the golden rule. Treat people like you want to be treated. You're kind to them. So in your words, Michelle, you're kind to your viewers and your viewers are kind to you. So it does come full circle. I'm bad with my air drawings here. I'm bad with drawing at all, but I'm really bad with my air drawings. Oh, let's get started tonight. Let's stay positive, people. Let's get started with our Stay Positive book here tonight. Tonight in our Stay Positive book, we are on page 102. Before you can achieve it, you must believe it. Past success doesn't ensure future success. Past failure doesn't mean future failure. The past is gone. It's about what's next. In any moment, you can be great. Don't worry about the future. Seize the moment. Yes, that is so true. Before you can achieve it, you must believe it. And I can't stress that enough. My peanut gallery picks on me, but I say it all starts up here, and it really does. It does start all up here. You have to have the vision, even if other people don't understand it. Even if some people think you're a little crazy, you have to have that vision, that picture in your head. If you want anybody else to capture it, if you want anybody else to be able to do it, you have to have that picture for yourself, for you to take ownership of it, and for things to happen. So, and you can do it. Hang on a second. I didn't put looking for the one thing I wanted to talk about first, and I'm not seeing it. It is now, in case you were unsure, we are in back to school season now. I mean, if you haven't seen the ads on your TV, in your YouTube videos, in anything else, it is back to school season. It is back to school. Walmart is highlighting low prices. I mean, again, that's Walmart's thing. Low prices is the highlight of their back to school campaign. But the real heart of this year's back to school campaign that is different than the past couple of years have been, is back to the dorm. So if you offer furniture, any kind of decor, any kind of things that people would need to be away from their home, okay, there is a big push on that. And it's also a big push on younger fashion, because those people want new clothes to go to school with too. So it's the whole ball of wax. But really, creating the dorm picture, that you have the picture ready for the dorm, is a big deal. In our home decor store, our own, we're highlighting right now. We are highlighting, when you walk in, you see dorm furniture, you see desks, you see futons, trendy, fun decor is in there. So that is what people are looking for. There is a big upswing in that, whereas general home decor is down. So general home decor shopping is softening, because people are looking for experiences and clothes to wear to those experiences. They're spending their money elsewhere. But spending on the dorm is expected to be the biggest in years, and not just an inflation way about it. It is based on the fact that people haven't been going to the dorm, and those numbers are up. So there's more in-person learning, on-campus learning this fall that will be happening. And if you have home decor, especially home decor, you should be highlighting that. If you have fashions for older teens that would be going off to college, you should be highlighting that, because those are going to be big areas where people are looking to grow with and everything. So, and it's a great opportunity to move that merchandise. So it's both important to have it from your consignor. So if you need the furniture, ask for it, and decor. But it's also important to just highlight it. You gotta make it simple for people. You gotta put it in their face. You gotta have them trip over it. You gotta have them trip over it. How are they gonna do it? They gotta trip over it. If they trip over it, they will buy it. Okay. I am not suggesting we injure our customers or create an unsafe area for them. But it is incredibly important that you create the environment where they can shop from. Okay, where they can take advantage of that from. And this is going to be a big fall season for apparel, because even in June, apparel sales were up 13.1%. Department store sales were up 8.6%. Even with inflation and everything else, sales are growing. Okay, don't let the news get in your head. Don't let the news media get in your head. Okay, there's a lot that's in the news. There's a lot of not great stuff, but there's always not a lot of great stuff in the news. So it's so incredibly important to have and roll with the facts and be prepared for your customers. Don't be self-defeating. In an interesting move, one that you're not used to seeing from Amazon, they're scaling a portion of their business back. And they're scaling it back big time, and that's their private label. Things with the Amazon label, the Prime label, any of the brands that they actually own, they are scaling back big time. They are scaling back, and they are canceling orders. They are not reordering. They are stopping most of the things that are Amazon private label. Think clothing, think home goods, anything that's got the direct Amazon label on it, or a brand that Amazon directly owns. They are scaling massively back, and they are doing this not out of the goodness of their heart, not because it ultimately makes good business sense, but it is doing it. They are doing it out of fear, and rightful fear, that they should be in fear. They are doing this because of antitrust concerns and the amount of data that Amazon has over their competitors, and even the competitors that are selling on their platform, is huge. So they are doing this to avoid regulation. They are scaling back this, which technically might hurt profits. If you buy an Under Armour shirt versus an Amazon shirt, okay, that hurts Amazon a little bit in the profit pocketbook. But they know that staying off the government's radar, staying out of the target zone for the government, is a good thing with that. And so that is why you are going to see a lot of the Prime directed merchandise fall out of favor in the upcoming future. And so it's important to realize that, the why behind that. And our friends at Amazon did have nearly $12 billion in sales for Prime Day. I do wish to stay out of the government's target zone. You are safe, Michelle. You in your hybrid zone are very, very safe. You are very safe. Although I've really got to get with you on the ERC, because there's some money there for you, and I'm positive of it, 110% positive of some money we got to get you on that. So I do need to circle back with you on that, because there's been some updates and things that I gotta catch up with you on, and just make sure we pocket some money in Michelle's pocket for that you are fully entitled to. But on Prime Day, what's important is what people were buying and where the discounts were. Discount levels were consistent across both days. Average discounts were 15% for toys, 12% for apparel, where the strongest discounts were. Big areas that normally see a big discount, electronics only saw an average of a 6% discount. Their sales versus a normal July sales day was 141% of an average July sales day. With the biggest lift in sales in Montana, which saw 172% of a normal July day, North Dakota 171%, and Alaska 166%, which makes a lot of sense. If you ever tried to ship anything to Alaska, you would understand why. While Rhode Island, Iowa, and New Hampshire saw the lowest gain. Rhode Island was basically flat. In Rhode Island, it was basically just a normal Amazon day. A normal Amazon day for them. They during the this year's event. I mean, so this is just to quantify it for you. On average, just to give you an idea of the volume play that Amazon is playing, on average, they sold 60,000 items per minute during the 2 days. In the U.S., in the U.S., the most shopping was done between 8 and 9 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, the 13th, the second day of it. 8 and 9 o'clock Pacific, so 3 hours, so almost midnight on the East Coast. So, between 11 and 12 Eastern. So as people are getting ready for bed on the East Coast, as I guess they're rolling up the sidewalks on the West Coast, was the prime time where people are spending. But, some of that also, the 8 or 9 o'clock range, the 7 to 9 range is prime time. We learned that from our work with HSN and QVC. And when their viewers tune in the most, you learn that and see that with your own lives. So that is good. The average order this year was $52.26. The average household spend was $144, with an average item price of $33.58. So that's kind of interesting. On where people and how that money was spent. How that all played out. Our quote from Simon Sinek tonight is, "Too many modern companies have replaced a person with a number and mistakenly called that number a customer." Think about that. That is heavy. That is heavy and very true. Too many modern companies have replaced a person with a number and mistakenly called that number a customer. In a win for landlords, Gap and Old Navy have been ordered to pay $24 million in back rent on their stores in Times Square. And Gap and Old Navy had tried to say they didn't have accessibility to use the spaces because of the government shutdown. And the dramatic decline in business they suffered at these locations qualify them for a so-called Yellowstone injunction, which prevents a landlord from evicting a tenant for breach of the lease, like non-payment of rent, because of the massive thing that happened. And the court argued that you have to honor the contract based on the agreement that you entered into. So a big loss for Old Navy and Gap, big win for landlords. Not a surprise for the big guys. There have been some smaller wins for the little guys. But again, this is where I always say, be aware of the big number in your rent. And what do I mean the big number? So often people focus on square footage, and I'm paying $1.50 a square foot, or $10 a square foot, or $20 a square foot, or my monthly rent is $3,000. Well, if your monthly rent is $3,000 and you have a 5-year lease, you're on the hook for $180,000. $180,000 when you sign that lease. That's the number that I say to pay attention to. And I know Gap and Old Navy have people that watch all that and are keeping track of all that. But I always say that when I'm working with people on leases because it's so important that we don't lose track of that. The big number matters. The big numbers matter, people. And it's important to be aware of it. You know what else is important to be aware of? This video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narcs.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you, all the files, all the links, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring that bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody build a better and stronger business. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8 than ish every Sunday and Wednesday. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. I was a little speedy tonight. You know why, Kelly? It's National Ice Cream Day. I got to get my peeps, my peanut gallery ice cream. It is National Ice Cream Day. It doesn't an ice cream sundae sound good, Kelly? It is National Ice Cream Day. So I was a little speedy tonight. And but that all in the name of ice cream. We start this program every night with the Stay Positive book. Tonight we're on page 102. Before you can achieve it, you must believe it. Past success doesn't ensure future success. Past failure doesn't mean future failure. The past is gone. It's about what's next. In any moment, you can be great. Let go of the past. Don't worry about the future. Seize the moment. Instead of focusing on the number of likes, let's invest more in letting people know they are loved. Don't push someone to greatness. Love them to greatness. When you love them, they'll push themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, an ice cream party. We will party again. We will party again in person. And when we do, I'll be there with you. But until then, and until Wednesday at more 8 than ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday.